It is 8:30 in the morning right now, and I'm on a walk. And people are driving by, kids are going to school, and I was saying to myself, I'm the only one walking. People are going to be looking at me and thinking, oh, doesn't she have a job? Why is she on a walk, on a run at this time? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? But the truth is, it doesn't matter what these people think. They don't know me, I don't know them. They'll probably never see me again. Even if they do see me again, it all is irrelevant. What is important in this moment is the walk that I'm on and what I hope to achieve by going on this walk. Right? And that is going to lead me into what I really want to talk about in this video, which is for you to be delusional. You see, I've heard that so many times over the years. Be delulu. Oh, you're so delulu. It's a slang, right? People say be delusional. But it never really made sense to me what people were talking about. Like, oh, be delusional. Let me explain it to you. If you just thought it was something cute that people said, it's a whole lot more than that, right? Being delusional means that you take steps that make it seem as if those things that you want are already in existence, right? You act as if you already have those things. That is what being delusional means. It means that you're no longer waiting around and saying, oh, I have a dream, I have a dream. Instead, you're taking steps as if those dreams have started manifesting. Take me, for example. I wrote a book. As I was done writing that book, I decided, you know what? This book is going to become a series. Now, keep in mind, I hadn't even sold a copy. I hadn't even sold a copy at the time I decided to make the book into a series. That is delusional. That was me being delusional, right? I was delusional that the book was not just going to sell, but that it will sell so much, people will want a part two. It will sell so much, people will want a part three. That was me being delusional. But I did it anyway. And you know what? It wasn't just a thought that I had in my head. And that's what being delusional is. That's what differentiates it from a vision board or a dream. It's because it's an action. You take actionable steps in that delusion. So even though I had the delusional thought that, oh, this book is going to sell so much and then it's going to become a series, I didn't just leave it at that. I wrote it into the book. I wrote it into the book. So when you open the book, and even on Amazon, wherever you buy it, you're going to see it as a part of a series. That, oh, this book is part one of a series. That's what you're going to see. Right? Now, keep in mind, I haven't written the other parts. Keep in mind that this was just a thought that I had. Keep in mind that this is me being delusional. But guess what? Now that I have released the book, I've not just sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over 20 copies have been sold already. And being delusional has committed me into that place of, now I have to write a part two. No matter the number of copies book one sells, there has to be a book two. Because out there in the world, a book one already exists. And there is a part of book one that was written for you to expect a book two. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not just saying the words, right? Being delusional is not just dreaming about it. It is acting as if everything works the way I want it to work. And if everything works the way I want it to work, then these are the things I'm going to be doing. So ask yourself, with the journey that you're on, how can you be delusional to make that existence that you desire a reality? What steps do you need to take? That when people see it, they'll say it doesn't make sense. Maybe you're trying to relocate. Let's use that for example. Go get a passport. It's an international passport, yes. Pay for an international passport. You see, There was a time when, years ago, my husband had a US visa. This was way before relocation and all of that. My husband had a US visa that was about to expire. And it was like, oh, he's going to renew. Good morning. And it was like, oh, he's going to renew his visa. Oh, wait, where am I? Where? I think I got lost a bit. Wait a bit, but I know where I am now. So my husband was like, oh, he's going to renew his US visa. And this was at the time when he had no plans of traveling. And we were short on cash. And we were short on cash, right? It was at that time. And I was like, oh, it's going to cost so much. And he was like, yeah, no, but he's going to do it. He needs to renew his visa. I was like, but you don't have travel plans. He said he doesn't need to wait until he has travel plans. And that, in fact, he's going to renew his UK visa as well. I was like, wait, you're going to renew 2 visas at the same time? Do you know how expensive that's going to be? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, but he's going to do it. And he did it. And he did it anyway. Guess what? Visas became a scarce commodity. They became so ridiculously expensive. It was outrageous. And I could only thank God. It was after that time that COVID happened, and then everywhere was shut down. And I was pregnant. And he needed to travel. And I was already here in the US, and he needed to come meet me. Thank God he had that visa. Thank God he had renewed his visa by then. Thank God he was able to travel. Be delusional. So if you are planning on traveling, or maybe you don't even have the money to relocate, but it is a dream that you have, go and get your international passport and get your papers ready. Act as if you have an appointment. I'm back. I walked so much this morning that I got lost, but I found my way. Okay, so being delusional will get you way farther than having a dream or having a vision board will. Okay? So that plan that you have, that dream that you have, be delusional about it. Act as if, take steps. Let people question your sanity. Are you normal? Let people ask you that. Are you okay? What do you think you're doing? You want to do this thing? What makes you think you can do this thing? Well, and the beauty about being delusional is that you don't owe anybody any explanation. You don't. You can do whatever you want. You are your own person. Like I would always say, you only owe God and your spouse an explanation. If you don't have a spouse, even better, you only owe God an explanation. Be delusional. Take those steps and act as if those steps have manifested, those things have manifested. And I promise you, you walk in that reality. Here I am writing a book too, of a book that I was delusional enough not just to write. Because it was delusional of me to say I wanted to write a book. I'd never written a book before. It was delusion that led me to say, oh, I'm going to write it as a novel. But I was not just delusional enough to write it as a novel. I was delusional enough to write it as a series. And I cannot tell you how many doors this book is starting to open for me. Be delusional. If you've been dreaming, you've been praying, you've been waiting, but you have not taken any delusional step, let this be the push that you need to take a delusional step. I strongly believe it will work out. It will work out. You'll be amazed by the results you see. The time is almost, so I've been on this walk for 40 minutes now. I've done about 2 miles. I'm about 1.5 miles away from home. So I have to get back to working. And subscribe to the channel if you found value in this video. Let me know in the comment section. Thumbs up the video as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Be delusional. Be delulu. Mwah. Bye.